Avatar Nation. Step on them, king. Step on them, king.
Please, you have nerve. You've been beating everybody.
I'm talking, baby.
What up, SK?
I'm here for the mess.
I'm talking, baby.
Get it, Daddy.
Hey!
I love me some Avatar Nation. Step on them, king. Step on them, king.
Ah.
Although you didn't call me silly, honey, you're shady.
I'm talking, baby.
Get it, Daddy.
Well, goodness gracious.
No beef, just tofu.
Ah. I'm here for the mess. Get it, Daddy.
Woo, child.
Well, goodness gracious.
Avatar Nation.
All right, what's going on, everybody? How y'all doing? We back. We back. What's up? Your pleasure 721. How you doing? What's up, Charlotte Sport of Net? How you doing? What's up, Babs? Thank you for being a tofu one. Thank you also for being a tofu one. Your pleasure 721. Black Strawberry Al, how you doing? Thank you for being a tofu one. Auntie Donna Baby, thank you for being a tofu one. What's up, PDP? Long time no see. How you doing? So I guess all the terrors of YouTube are getting some. I guess we not. I'm just joking. I was like, interesting. The terror of YouTube, VS, nowhere to be found. I guess she getting some some licky that Kiki said she will give her in Five Babe absence. So that's good. It's been very peaceful. I'm like, that's a good thing. It's been very peaceful today, ain't it? Let me stop. All right, what's up, JLC 87 Productions? How you doing? What's up, Make a Baby Green? Good to see you. Okay, what's up, Detach Myself? How you doing? Thank you for being a tofu and for your incessant support. Okay, so let's get into it real quick. This has probably been the worst Valentine's Day ever, right? And I'm gonna tell you why. Because the previous, Valentine's Day, they come and they go, whatever it is, what it is, right? And I also realized that I'm getting older. And what I mean by that, although I'm still handsome, fine, and attractive, I have less tolerance for people bullshit. And I just see that changing in me. Like I'm just not tolerant of people's bullshit. So let me give you what's going on. So I left some balloons in the car on somebody's door. I'm not giving you all the details because y'all don't even know everything. But I'm gonna let you know why I put the title of the worst Valentine's Day ever. So I put that on somebody's door. I get home, the balloons in the car are at my door. I said, you got to be out of your damn mind. What the hell? So now I'm not no angry person. So what I did was I tore them damn balloon string off my door, snatched that card up, and got in my car and drove over there and put it right back over there at their house. I'd rather they had sit up there and threw it in the trash. It told me that a bird popped it and somebody stole the car, rather than you coming all the way over here and then leaving it there and letting me know that no, I don't want it. I'm like the nervous. I was like, these people are downright disrespectful. So I hope when they wake their ass up, they see the balloon string, the balloons, and the car right there as soon as they open the damn door. The nerve. The nerve. I just and it's like that's the worst Valentine's Day ever. Ever. I ain't never had nothing like that happen before. I was like ungrateful. Shit. And they didn't know what was in the car. It could have been some money, but it wasn't. It was some invaluable words. There you go. Bad and Petty says, should have Gave it to me instead. I should have virtually sent it to you. What's up, Diva317? How you doing? What's up, Michi Black? How you doing? Good to see you. You said we getting old. Yeah, we are getting old, and I'm just tired of the bull. I just really am. Like, shut. Let me tell you something. I went into Walgreens, right, because I wasn't feeling well the other day. So I bought two things. I didn't know which one would work, but I said, you know what, I'm not coming back up here today if this one thing don't work. Well, one of the things made my situation worse, right? I had purchased it the day before. You know what this young dude gonna tell me that work at the store, the cashier? I said, look, I said I bought this and I want my money back. He gonna tell me, oh, you open it and you expect your money back? I was like, little Negro, if you don't get the damn man. I said, yeah, it made my situation worse, and I want my money back. Like the nerve to sit up here and tell me, and I came with the receipt too, so it wasn't like I was trying to run game. The nerve. I'm like, I was like, these young people are downright disrespectful. And I said, okay, well, you can't help me, then go get the manager. I was like, insane, absolutely insane. What's up, Rhonda? I saw your comment, and I hope you didn't get you kicked out of your bed, though. Happy Valentine's Day to you. What's up, Just Nasty? How you doing? Good to see you. PDP says, sound like there's some chapters out of the book that they're right. They're right, PDP. Now peep that. Now peep that. I told you, I don't need to know every damn thing, but just the nerve of the fact that someone give you, like I said, I rather them trash them. I rather them trash them than sit up there and drive all the way back to my house. I'm like, girl, are you out here? What, you wasted gas and all that? Just like, anyway. Rather they trash them than anyway. PDP. You give me flashbacks. What's up, Janae Sneaks? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. The nerve. The nerve. All right. Let me see. I don't want to miss nobody comments. Feel free to thumbs up the live and please subscribe to the channel if you don't mind. All right. So, oh, damn. I'm talking and even bring up the agenda. Here we go. This is the agenda, y'all. I may have time to do an agenda. What's up, Gwen Star? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. All right. Hold on one second, y'all. Oops. All right, here we go. So yeah, so this was pretty much the worst Valentine's Day ever. So now we're gonna get into social media and love. What's up, love chicken? Social media and love. And I was reading some articles today, and they were talking about how girls are really depressed due to social media and the internet. They pretty much said that the internet has destroyed our children or our future. And that got me to thinking, I'm like, damn, you know what? Social media has really changed the game of love, to be honest. Like, do people really are really looking to get married anymore? And to me, it's just like, oh, I just want to hook up and that's it. Like, the goal of marriage is kind of falling by the wayside, to be honest. Like, nobody really want to go through that whole courting thing, right? And if you do find love, right, it seems like social media has always got the person that you're interested in peeking to see what else is out there that's better. So it's interesting. It's very interesting how social media has changed the game. Like, it really is, to be honest. You said I didn't have a Valentine? Well, that's good. That's better. Now, I ain't gonna share that with y'all. Well, no, I was at the dollar store and I was like, this woman went in the dollar store. I said, I hope he ain't taking his date into the dollar store. But maybe they were a married couple, so I don't know. But I was like, I hope he wasn't taking his date into the dollar store. It was just very interesting, nonetheless. All right. So as you listen to my other live, my previous live, I told you I was going into the gym, right? And I was going primarily to play basketball. And I did. And I was surprised at how many, it started out slow, but I was surprised at how many guys were there on Valentine's Day. I was like, damn. It was just surprising me. So it just surprised me. I was like, hey, okay. But anyway, so I almost got into a fight at the gym. But let me just say this. I wasn't gonna I'm over that. I told you about that dude, that Pakistani dude that he worked for the Taliban or whatever. I told you that was a life lesson for me. But it was this dude today. Now, this dude, excuse my French, y'all. So, if y'all got any kids or you listening in front of your wife or your mama, please, this is the time for them to go because I'm about to use some few choice words. All right. So this dude is a punk ass bitch, okay? And he's a bitch, okay? Let me tell you something. If you play the post or anything around the post, that's for people who are strong, who could take a couple of hits, who ain't no weak bitch, okay? He always complaining, oh, that's a moving screen. I'm like, yo, punk ass, get the fuck off the court. Like, I really said, I said, don't start that shit today. I told him straight up. I said, don't start that shit today. I wasn't having it because he'll be like, oh, that's a moving screen. And then everybody got to stop or he'll try to take the points off the board. And I wasn't having it. I just wasn't having it. I just don't like him. I don't like the way he play. I don't like his game. I don't. And I'm pretty much a dude that gets along with pretty much, I get along with everybody. Even the the Taliban dude, we're cordial. We ain't best of buddies. I don't trust his ass. I wouldn't even want to eat a hamburger with his ass because he just looks shady McGrady. Okay. But this motherfucker up here with this, what he got like a Fresh Prince of Bel-Air haircut, but it's all like juiced up in jail. I don't know. I don't like him. I don't like him. And after today, the sight of him disgusts me. So I told him, I said, yo, he kept complaining about the moving screen or whatever. I said, man, stop bitching, yo. I said, stop bitching. I say, you sound like a girl out here, all this stuff, right? I just, it is what it is. So then when homeboy starts getting mad, disrespectful. So he says, get your bitch ass out of here or some shit. Like he was saying, he said, shut your bitch ass up. And he kept saying it. He kept saying it. Now, y'all ladies know when you call a man a bitch, first of all, it's downright disrespectful. And he was doing a lot of that shit to provoke me. One, I'm like, damn, I said, he really got a lot of gusto today. And I said he was doing that shit because he was in a protected space. Like there's cameras, obviously there's gonna be witnesses and stuff was gonna pop off or whatever. I'm like, damn. And I got so upset that like I even squeezed the motherfucking basketball and took 2 steps towards him. Cause I was just like, oh, you trying to call me out my name in front of all these dudes and disrespect me, but you ain't gonna do a motherfucking thing, right? So I was just really angry, but I'm not like I just like, oh, okay. I say, okay. I say, so you doing that shit because you in a protected space. Luckily, the dude at the gym who work at the gym, the dude that works at the gym, he came walking through. And he heard what was being said because all the dude kept saying was like, shut your bitch ass up, shut your bitch ass up, shut your bitch ass up. And he didn't really like say it with like the gangster flair, but he was saying it with the cute punk ass bitch flair that he wasn't gonna do nothing. And he was like, I wish you would. I wish you would. I said, okay, you saying that because you in a protected space. So like I said, the guy came through and I said to the guy, I said, you better get him. I said, you better get him because what he's doing is beyond disrespectful. I said, what he's doing is gonna cause some issues. Because like I said, I don't, I have my 2 words. When people usually talk with me or try to come at me or say something, I say, look, I'm not talking to you. You don't talk to me. And let's keep it moving. And pretty much the people shut up because they know they wrong for talking to me. I'm like, I'm not talking to you because I don't trash talk. I really don't. I really don't. So, but when you start with that bitch assness, I can't stand that. And when you cheat, that's the only time when you blatantly cheat, you lie, or you start with that weak shit. Like you get slapped, you get touched, and you want to foul. I just can't stand that. But nonetheless, no, I don't. No, I'm not going to jail for nobody bad at petty. No, my freedom is too. Freedom is something you can't put a price on. And he was trying to antagonize me. But like I said, God sent the angel, and God sent that man. And that man's pretty much told him. So I said, like I told him, I said to the guy, I say, yo, you better get him. And he was still standing. Shut your bitch ass. He's like, look, yo, if you can't play, then you got to leave. You got to cut that out. So I felt like once again, God sent an angel in that situation because where was that situation going to go? And then, so we kept playing. I told him, dude, don't touch me. I said, since you want to cry, when you set a screen for all my basketball friends out here or fans out here, when you set a screen, you're not really supposed to have your hands touching the other player. It's supposed to be a screen. So I told him, I said, don't touch me, man. I said, don't touch me. Like, I know how to handle myself in those kind of hostile situations without those situations escalating, but I wasn't about him to disrespect me like that. And like I said, he was only doing that because he was in a protected space. That's all that was. Let me see what y'all saying. It seems like he's trying to yeah, he was trying to provoke me because he was trying to provoke me. That's all it was. Because he was acting like a bitch. I was calling him out for it, and he was trying to do it just like the other guy. The other guy, saying that the Pakistani dude, he did the same thing. He was trying to provoke me because they know, like, okay, if you go over there and I do something, I react. What he trying to get me what to throw hands or whatever. It's just at the end of the day, it's stupid. But at the end of the day, we as men have a code, and one thing it is, you don't call nobody, shut your bitch ass up. Like who the fuck are you? You get what I'm saying? That shit. I mean, to be honest, that shit gets people killed in the street. That's 100. Like, people been killed in the street for less. So he knew that he was in a safe space. And I told him I said, you just doing that because you want to protect the space. If we would have been outside, they wouldn't have, that probably would never happen. So yeah. Hell yeah, he looked weak. I told you how he looked. He looks soft as hell. He looks soft as hell. I mean, but it's like I say, I get along with everybody at the gym, but I do call people out. Like if you cheat, and I'm not gonna let you cheat your way to victory. I don't care. I don't care about the argue back and forth. I feel like you disrespecting everybody that's there when you cheat. And when you complain about stuff, like I said, if you in the post, for those of my basketball fans, y'all, if y'all in the post, you know that a lot of banging goes down in the post. So why are you complaining about shit? And he's one of those people that I had an issue with before. Like, oh, stop, you're holding me. Oh, you can't do this. But he be going up with some wild elbows all the damn time. And I'm like, you not innocent. I like I said, when you say, shut your bitch ass up, we know it's a lot. You know what that means. So we know what that means. And he kept saying it over and over as to like challenge me. It's a masculinity thing, to be honest. What's up, Teron here, and how you doing? Oh Lord, did he look like Troy Allen? Now let me tell you something about Troy Allen. Troy Allen, he come on looking weak, but let me just tell you something. If you would have seen him in real life, I feel like Troy Allen can handle you a little bit. Now, does he go from 0 to 100 real quick over some petty shit? Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does. Because when what your boy Rob set up there and said he was gonna smoke him or whatever, you could see that Troy was about to got his temper. So I feel Troy can handle his shit. This boy, honestly, bad and petty. I was thinking about, okay, if shit was to really go down, what would be my technique against him, right? Because he does lift weights, right? So my technique would be like, you know what? I would have tried to drive his ass through the wall. That's what I would have done, to be honest. Because I felt like I don't know what his strength level is in that kind of situation, especially when you got like adrenaline going. But I felt like I have enough strength to, if I was to get him by a wall and drive him through the wall, it would be game over. That's what I was thinking. I was, as I was leaving, as I was leaving, because I felt like that would be my strength in that situation. I would just drove him through the wall, for real, for real. Because I felt from like a hands perspective, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what his technique is, right? That's like if you're going into a fight, you don't know what technique you're fighting. So I would be a blind fighter. But when you look at what's around you, oh, I'm gonna get him close to that wall, and then I'm gonna chuck his ass into that wall. Well, not chuck. I'm gonna do like the football players do, like push him or drive him into the wall, and that would be lights out, right? Because then he'll be stuck and everything, and I can bang his head against the wall, put my knee into his chest, all that shit. So, and then by the time that happened, then they gonna break us up. I'm telling you, I'm thinking, and I'm still thinking about my strategy gonna be, because I'm gonna see his ass again. I'm gonna see him again. He gonna still do that bitch ass shit. Or I was just taking, you know what? I should take the diplomatic approach and don't say shit. But that's not going to work, because he's going to stop the game and cry about some stupid stuff. Like, what man said? Oh, yes, a moving screen. Like, BAN. Bad opinion said, like you're throwing a pencil to the wall. Well, you know what, bad opinion. It's a lot of people who try to challenge me because of my size, and I'm like, why are you doing this? Because if I put my body on your ass, you're gonna be aching. Like, why? Why? It's like, why are you doing that? You know what I mean? It's just like, to be honest, I only use 30% of my power when I play, and I'm like, if I really put my chest in people, I could cave in their chest, or they'll wake up with a bruised chest. Like you know how people of a lighter pigmentation, they They bruise easily. No offense to my people who are lighter pigmentation, but you know how they bruise easily. I'm like, dude, do you want a big ass chest mark? I mean, or a big ass shoulder mark in the middle of your chest when you wake up in the morning? So why are you doing all that? I'm really a diplomatic person, but I don't like that fugazi ass shit, to be honest. Detach myself says, just I know it's so hard, but detach, it is so hard when people cheat their way to victory. I didn't tell you about the story that happened when we played basketball at 5 a.m. in the morning the other day. Child, this man was cheating, right? So he started throwing the ball at me. I threw the ball back. I threw the ball. He threw the ball at me. I threw the ball back. I said, look, who is the common denominator? It's you. You have an issue with everybody. You. He said, oh, you pussy. I said, you the motherfucking pussy. You the one that's crying out here. I was like, really? Like, so yeah. So I guess that past week I didn't go back. So I guess he had issue with other people too, and I guess he decided not to come back. I'll be telling you, these people. Anyway, that's what I'm saying. I'm getting older, and I have less tolerance for bullshit. I really do. Bad and petty. I'm sorry, I'm highlighting all your comments. Bad and petty. But guys always trying to act big and bad around their friends. That's what he was doing when he said, "Get your bitch ass." What did he say? Shut your bitch ass up. I said, "Oh, you trying to flex in front of the bros, in front of the dudes." Because when you see him, he look nothing but like a cupcake. His game is Aki. His game is the most uncoordinated thing ever. And then when he make a shot, like they were saying, "Oh, do you want to pick him up or the other?" I said, "No, that motherfucker will shoot you out the motherfucking game." I said, "No, don't pick his ass up, please don't." And then when he made the shot, it was the most uncoordinated thing. It's like Tracy trying to dance. Whenever he make a shot, I'm like, how the hell did that go in? I'm like, really? I'm like, really? Really? I was like, anyway. All right. Rhonda Blazier says, it might be satisfying for a minute, but you don't want to be kicked out of the gym. Mm, mm. That's what Brianna man say. It might be satisfying for a minute, but what the hell did I just do? Yes, you're right, brother. But yes, Ronnie, you're right. I mean, like I said, you got to think about those kind of decisions. Like I told you, Cardi B got into that whole situation when she was at the club with her friends and they assaulted that girl, and she missed out on a multi-million-dollar photo shoot with Call of Duty. And she said, those few minutes cost me millions of dollars. And I was like, damn, she got a point. So I'm definitely with you. I'm not gonna ruin my reputation. Like I tell people, I can talk to you all day, but I'm not gonna come to blows with you. What? Because then the police gonna take me both down to the station, say y'all fighting whatever, and then I'm gonna get banned. And they got, like I told you, he did it because he's in a protected space, and they got cameras. He knew what he was doing. It's called like emotional intelligence. That's what people try to do. People who ain't got no chance of beating you always try to get you to throw the first punch so they can, because they know legally they might have a case. And I wish he would have hit me. I would have been suing his ass. Oh yeah. Just like could hit people when I drive on the road because they break the crosswalk. But I'm like, no, even though they wrong, who want to go to court over some over somebody who ain't got a car? And if you ain't got a car, I mean, I'm not coming at you, but I'm just saying it's just be a lot of people who just be jaywalking. I said, don't you see that big ass red hand that look like a Ronald McDonald hand telling you don't cross, and you gonna still cross? Like what? When I see the big Ronald McDonald hand, I don't cross, even if there are no cars coming, because you don't know who's doing 65 and the 25. But they still cross as if it's a big white Michael Jackson hand. I don't get it. It's just weird. People are weird. And then they got the people on the motorized scooters who going 35 miles an hour on a damn scooter with no helmet. Who gonna win that battle? The car? Shit, the bump, the what they call the hole in the street might even trip your ass up. I'd be scared to be riding on the motorized scooters that fast. Like this. I'm like, okay. Okay. Anyway. PDB says, gotta pull out the phone and go live on him like Brian. Oh, I was gonna title that like Brian, but I wasn't. I was just telling him, stop acting like a girl. I told him, I said, do you wear panties? I said, do you wear panties? Because you acting like a little girl out here, man. No, that's a moving screen. Like, okay. Anyway, I'm sorry, y'all. Folks trying to paint the road red. Yeah, they are. Just let him talk next time. Yeah, you're right. Y'all right. Y'all right. Just let him talk. Mm. I just don't like playing with people who got a all bunch of strong men out there on men, and his weak ass. Anyway, all right. Let me see what else you guys are saying. Okay, we're gonna move on. All right, so that's the basketball Boogawolf. All right, so as I get done with the basketball Boogawolf, I said I don't feel like cooking. I said I don't feel like cooking. I don't feel like washing no dishes. I don't feel like prepping the food that I want to eat, and I sure as hell don't feel like washing no dishes when I'm done. You know. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna go to Domino's. Child. I said, okay, let me order my Domino's. Let me pay for my Domino's. All right. So when I get the Domino's, there's no problem. All I gotta do is pick it up. Hmm. Hmm. Why did I think it was that smooth? So I get out, I do the Domino's tracker to see it lets you know when they put it in and when it's ready. So it lets me know it's ready. So when I get out my car, I see the man standing by the door. So I said, yo, what's up? I said, it's closed. He said, yeah, man, but there's people in there, they're not letting nobody in. I said, oh, okay. Well, I could understand that. It might be, it might be for safety measures or they might be doing inventory or whatever. So the dude knock on the window. So it's two people up and then they act like they don't see him nor hear him or nothing. I said, oh, so and I call them, right? They pick up the phone and hang up the phone. I said, you got to be joking me. Right? So the same thing happened. The dude knock on the window, they act like they don't see him. I said, okay, you want my King Kong hands on this window? Knock it. I bet you they turn around. And sure enough, that's what happened. My King Kong hands started knocking on that window. Boom, 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 boom. They turned around and they looked at me and they ran and got the manager. They looked at me and they ran and got the manager. They're right. They go ran and got the manager. So the man gonna come up in there and I pointed to him like, that's my pizza right there that you locking me out from getting that I paid for. So the manager come to the door like, oh yeah. I said, yo, man, I said I paid for my pizza and everything, you know what I mean? So I just can't turn away. It's not like I didn't pay for the pizza, y'all cooked it and y'all got your doors closed. He said, well, I didn't say you had to be turned away. Well, basically, they're not answering the door. So basically, you want me to turn away, get in my car, and drive away since y'all don't want to answer the door. Right? I didn't say all that. He said, well, it's for carry out or something. I said, dude, I come to pick up the pizza. It's for carry out, I guess. Or what? Oh, he said pick up or something. So he finally let me in. I get my pizza, but I'm like, where's that got to be so damn difficult? Like for real, it's like I gotta break your window by knocking on it because basically I was about to call the police. I was one step. Y'all think y'all some cop calling motherfuckers around here? I was about to call the police because that was thievery. You gonna hold on to my money, my pizza, and then ignore me at the same damn time? That's more disrespectful than the Jerry curl man at the gym that told me to shut my bitch ass up. I was like, okay, not today. That's why I say this is the worst Valentine's Day ever. All these people I got to deal with. So the pizza was all right, just in case y'all was wondering, because I know Brianna wondered, well, was the pizza good? Yeah, you ain't gonna get none. So yeah, so that was that. So Domino's definitely tried it, and I honestly feel like I should report their ass because they weren't supposed to close that early. I feel they weren't supposed to close that early, and I understand if you don't want to deal with certain clientele after a certain time. I understand that your safety is important, but damn, like you should be closing that early. But anyway, what kind of pizza was it? It was a black olive and sausage pizza, Italian sausage. So that what it was. Yeah, but bad and petty, it's not that bad because I got my health and my strength, and I got a good chance of seeing tomorrow. So I'm not complaining because let's face it. I mean, there's people homeless. There's people who got Valentine's Day. They got beat up and everything. So I'm kind of happy to be honest. It's just that I wish that things didn't go the way they did, but they did what they did, and I can't complain. I mean, like at the end of the day, if you got your health and your strength and something over your head to live in, you cool. I mean, you know what I'm saying? So I can't really complain, you know. Um, when was the last time a Domino's had a dine-in option? Well, they did have where you could sit down and to eat and stuff like that. I just felt like they didn't feel like dealing. And you know what's weird? I hate to say this though. It was all people at the Domino's of a lighter complexion. No, man, sorry. Let me say this. Let me phrase this right. The people behind the counter were all of a lighter complexion. Normally, when I go there are people of a darker complexion, and I never had the situation. So I'm like, did they just not feel like dealing with certain clientele today? And I don't know if they were Hispanic or whatever, but it was just interesting. Like I ain't never seen that kind of makeup of the workforce there before. So I don't know. So um, so yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. He kept confusing me, PDP, because he kept saying, "Is it for pickup or something?" And I was like, "Huh? Like it's not. That's not the terminology they use. They usually use carry out." So anyway, all right. So let's take a brief commercial break. If you want to, feel free to thumbs up the live, subscribe to the channel. If you want to, feel free to send a gesture to $ Circle Crown. It'll be tremendously appreciated because I had a terrible, terrible, terrible Valentine's Day. So if you want to make it go smooth, feel free to send a gesture. It'll be greatly appreciated. All right, we'll be right back, y'all. We'll be right back. All right. I want to say thank you to everybody, all my friends, all my tofuans, my wonderful people in the platinum chat. We're gonna use Philly T. Philly T, stay strong now. I know you got a lot going on. You try to recover and everything. So stay strong. But we're gonna play the song by Philly T that say thank you.
I want to thank you, everybody, for sharing your life with me. You gave me so much, you made me happy. Your love's been amazing. I know I couldn't make it without you. Without your love. Thank you.
Thank you to the one and only Philly T. We also want to play this song. Now, Spill It Boy TV does that Scratch the It song. Well, this is how y'all should really envision how Spill It Boy looks when he does the song Scratch the It. Here we go. All right, I hope that played well for y'all on y'all side. I do, but I don't have it loaded here. On Bad and Petty. I have to go look it up on one of my devices. Maybe he did think I was a DoorDash driver. I don't know. I don't know. I never done that DoorDash Uber stuff. I don't think I could be an Uber driver because I'd be motherfucking paranoid about what are you doing? What are you doing behind me? I don't like people behind me, and like with what's going on in the world today, I'm just more super paranoid. When I walk down the street, I take inventory of who's behind me and stuff like that. I just can't have nobody. I just can't go out that way. If you get me, you get me, but not due to my own lack of vigilance. You see that looks like big man TV. We eat TV dinners for a living. All right. Yeah, detached. I'm just more super vigilant, to be honest. And I don't care what I used to care what people thought or think or thought. Like, oh, I didn't want to. Oh, did I tell you this story? This is a crazy. This is not a crazy story, but it deals with profiling. And I'll put myself in the shoes of this person and like, would I do the same thing? So I go to the gym, right? This happened like last week. I went to the gym and I didn't feel like playing basketball. I wasn't feeling well. Was I feeling well? I don't know. But I didn't feel like playing basketball. So what I did was I walked. I walked by the gym. Now, whatever. The gym is somewhat close to a business center, whatever. So as I'm walking back after I finished doing my walk, this young white dude. He was in a suit. He looked, he was dressed up. And I'm gonna tell you what I had on. I had some shorts on. I think I had a hoodie on. Did I have my glasses on? Yeah, I had maybe some sunglasses on, obviously some sneakers and stuff like that. Now, I have to cross the street in order to get to the other side of the street that he was on. I had to just for me to get back to my gym and all that. That's where I started. That's where I wanted to end at. So this was crazy. So I'm walking, I go across the street. I'm like, this dude had to see me already. So I'm walking behind him. So I'm like, it's interesting. I don't know if he was looking back, but where my gym is, there's stairs. So I think like all of a sudden he's walking, I'm walking, I'm walking behind a little bit. He stops and then like bends down like he gotta do something with his shoe or something. It looked like he just came from like the store up the street to get something for lunch. So I said, "Oh, that's interesting that he's going to the same building I'm going to. That's interesting. Oh, okay, whatever." But all that was, he was doing a motherfucking safety check because he was trying to see what I was following his ass because he didn't go into the building I went through. He did the fake, oh, let me see what this dude's doing, but let me pretend that I'm going to, gotta cover my shoe. Now, mind you, I see everything. None of his shoelaces was hitting loose. So I'm like, interesting, interesting. So he did the whole safety check on my ass to see if I was about to rob his ass because he was trying to see was I gonna follow him or was he going to stop or he wanted to stop and see where I was going and then continue on his way. I was like, or have me go in front of him. And I could have did the safety check on his ass right there and went right behind him. What he gonna do is 2 safety checks. So yeah, it's just interesting. So it is the world that we live in. So, but very, very interesting. Um, I said that because anytime I pick up an order, they automatically assume I'm a driver for some odd reason. Interesting. Yeah, but when I banged on that window, they like, oh my God, they really got the manager, and the manager came out from the back. I said, oh, okay, we're gonna get some action, aren't we? All right, so this is what we're gonna get into it real quick. Okay, so Tim Blaine did what? Does Pizarro have a point? All right, so in case you didn't know, Treasurer Lane or Coach Lane had his brother Chet over there just talking about the leather community and all that other stuff, right? Whatever. Um, but throughout that whole conversation, Tim Blaine go sit up there and said he had sex with the leader of the Aryan Nation. What? What? What?
Oh, hell no.
Ooh, child.
Some, something, 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 something just ain't right. It just ain't right.
He said he had sex with the leader of the Aryan Nation because obviously he was in jail. I mean, let me just say this: I don't know the point of did he have sex with it. No, I don't think. Nah, I don't. Nah, because Tim Blaine would have been dead if he if they had sex in jail. No, but yes, he has sex with the leader of the Aryan Nation when they were out of jail. He was like they were talking about fetishes, right? And they were talking about fetishes and all this other stuff, and they're like, oh yeah, they're going into how like white men, I guess, date black men, but they wouldn't not date, excuse me, get with black men, but they wouldn't be seen with them outside in the real world and all this stuff. And and I actually had to turn down my damn. And I was listening to them in the car. I had to turn down my motherfucking radio, not my radio, well, my sound system, because they were talking about, oh, all I heard was big black peen, and but I was like, what the hell? Like, I can't be driving down the street and somebody hear this coming out my damn car, big black peen. I was like, no. Anyway, Tim Blaine talking about, yeah, I had sex with the leader of the Aryan Nation. These self-hating Negroes, boy. He must really like him for some vanilla. I bet when you go to his refrigerator, all he got is vanilla ice cream, milk. Ain't nothing black in his refrigerator. Not even a damn Oreo up in there. I bet he got all kind of white pots and pans. That that conversation was very interesting. And then James Caldwell, brother, talking about they like something called flogging or fledging or whatever, or fogging, whatever that is. I guess that's when they try to whip you like a slave. I was like, and everybody chat was like, oh, I gotta check in with my partner to see if he okay when I do that. I'm like, how bad are you beating him? When I thought they said flogging or fledging, I thought that's when you choke when they choking somebody, but apparently not. That's when they whipping them. I was like, and then they gotta have code words like poison blue or something like that, to make sure that the person okay or don't go past the point of extreme. I'm like, y'all doing too much. No PvP. You said flagging? No, yeah, flogging. Yeah, flogging. Not vlogging, but flogging. Yeah. Bap said, dang, folks can't be admitting that. I know, right? I was not expecting that, Baps. When he said the Aryan nation, I'm like, oh my God, ain't there no self-respect? And that's just and then Tim Blaze, I don't know why, but he just likes to have sex with black men. Mr. Blaine, the reason is because it's dominance. That's why. And then James was like, yeah, I used to work at the white bar, and the man didn't really like us black people, but he really liked you if you were able to bring in the money. But they caught him with every time they caught him with a young, skinny black guy with a big thing. I was like, oh my God, like y'all working for people that don't even want y'all there. Oh Lord. Mm. Well, who get? Oh Lord. Mm. Ooh, bet you see his dog is white also. I never thought that deep about it. I bet he don't even have no pair of black socks, huh? I bet all his undershirts are white. Ooh, Lord. Mm. Yeah, it does sound complicated. It really was. I was really wow. All right, so let's get into the last part of tonight's live before I drop the link. Does Pizarro have a point? Pizarro came up there and says, I don't understand why people call their lovers daddy. Is that incestuous and stuff like that? And she does. I understand where she's coming from because I never got that because daddy and dad and mama are what based on parental terms. So why would you call your lover that? I just never. I kind of. This is the only thing I really think I recently agreed with Pizarro on. Is I kind of never understood that. I mean, in a way, I guess you could, but I still don't understand that. Like, I don't know. I know it may be a term of endearment, but when you think about it and where the term come from, why are you calling your lover that? I'm just saying. It always kind of bothered me, you know. Even when a woman would call me, "Hey, Big Daddy," I'm like, "Can you just call me Big Papa?" But I just didn't. I just know because I mean that's your daddy is your daddy. Your daddy is your dad who you love nearly and dearly. I don't want to even be anything compared to him. Just call me, Big Papa. You know what I mean? That's what I would say. How about bruh? Bruh is fine. I mean, bruh sound like no. I mean, I don't want my woman calling me "What's up, big bruh." No, no. Mm-mm. I want her to call me Big Tool Master. Hey, Big Tool Master. Ah, that's what she was called. Hey, Big Tool Master. What's up, bro? That's more of a homeboy term. What's up, bro? But not hey, daddy. You know what Terry P be like? Hey, dad. No. I mean, that's fine for entertainment, but don't. She get into bed with me, be like, hey, daddy. You ready to make me feel good? I'm like, well, no, no, that don't sound right. She'd be like, hey, Big Papa, what you got for me tonight? That sound better. You know? I know, but Papa ain't more. It's not as relevant. I don't hear nobody running around calling me, "Hey, Papa, hey, Papa, Papa, hey, Papa." No, I don't hear that as much as Daddy. So you know, I don't know. I don't know any other names. Um, yeah. So that's why I say I agree with Pizarro on that situation there. 'Cause she does have a point. And then somebody like, well, why James? Why we got to call you mother? Oh, anyway, because he looked like Medea with a wig on. Anyway, just say babe or baby. Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. I agree. JLC87 says it's creepy to me. Yeah. Ooh. He ain't had none in a while, so them balls probably white too. Oh Lord. He don't like blue balls. He like white balls. Anyway, what about Poppy? That's just weird. It's weird when people in the street saying, "Hey, Poppy, how you doing?" I'm like, "Don't call me Poppy, because I ain't your daddy." Like, it's just weird. It's just okay. I got you, Poppy. What? Mm. I guess it's all vernacular, right? Mm-mm. Mummy balls. What are those? Oh, yeah. Okay. I just call folks by the name. I'm not good with pet names. I agree. Oh, people say, "What's up, big dog? How you doing, big dog?" It'd be interesting. What about Kang? Oh Lord, is that what Sean Bradley told you to say? Vashti attitude. How you doing, Vashti? Papi chulo. Oh Lord. I really don't. I mean, it was it was an interesting conversation. That made some sense. But it's all depending on where you live and geographically where you're located. So, Vibes Queen says, "My father wouldn't be blessed knowing I call hubby daddy because that's his, I know, right?" Yeah. And what's the James said the most weird thing today. He said, "Let's be honest. 90% of the people in the world have been touched." I'm like, "Nigga, who touched? No, don't be saying that shit. Don't be saying that." I was like, "Ooh," I'm like, "James, come up with that statistical incorrect information." That was really like the what comment of the night. Anyway, I'm actually terrible at sexy pillow talk. I'm like, I could show you better than I could tell you. Hmm. Hmm. Mm. I'm just saying. Is that what they say, PDP, after you show them? I gotta play something, a blast from the past.
Fucking better show my boobies. I don't want
Oh,
to.
girl, I rest my case, Bree.
Fucking better show my boobies. I don't want
Oh,
to.
girl, I rest my case, Bree.
Show Tracy. What? Show Tracy. What? Oh my god. I don't care. Long as it didn't show my boobies. Long as it didn't show my boobies.
Mm. You said that's exactly what you sound like. Mm. Okay. All right, PDP. I bet they be blowing up your inbox after this live. All right. SK, believe it or not, 8 of our 10 people I interviewed have been violated as a kid. The survey was online. Uh, yeah, I can believe that. I could believe that. I could believe that. And you gotta be careful, like having your children around certain people when you have them around. Everybody is not a suitable babysitter, and plus today is totally different because there's so much sexualization and everything, including social media. Like if you go on social media, you see them clips and stuff. I'm like, why in the hell is that kid dancing like that? I'm like, it's just so much over sexualization of sex. And I even heard a preacher today, because I try to listen to religious stuff when I wake up in the morning to set my tone for the day. He was even saying to his congregation that sex is good. I was like, oh Lord. And the congregation was quiet. He said, sex is good. Congregation was quiet. Sex is good. I'm like, what are you trying to do? So yeah, it's definitely a lot. Yeah, it's definitely a lot. I don't know. That's why I say sexual discipline is key. I don't. These kids, I would hate to grow up to this day and age, because there's so much these kids got to deal with, from an uncertain future to selfish ass elders to thinking that, being pressured into having sex and then winding up with an STD, to being objectified and having to wear short stuff all the way up to your booty cheeks. To It's just a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot for these kids to deal with this day. And then if they are relevant enough based on how many followers you have to be so strong this day and age. Because if you got 2 followers, that's pretty much what you're irrelevant, right? You know? So, and our adults and adults, they acting like kids and disrespectful, and it's interesting. It really is, because they really have no role models to look up to. Like, the people who they are encouraged to look up to are Kim Kardashian, Kanye, stupid ass West. Like, nobody really, like, of substance. I can't even point one politician that I would say, okay, that's the person to follow, because the people who are politicians are corrupt as hell, right? And then you can't really expect the educators, because they don't make that much money for you to respect them. So it's really a messed up world that we live in. And then we got Trump, who people are trying to idolize, but who say the most disrespectful, off the cuff, racially insensitive stuff ever. I mean, you can say, oh, okay, Obama, but Obama is nowhere to be seen. He did his 8 years, and that's it. So it's sad, to be honest. It's sad. Mm-mm. All right. So anything else? Anything else I want to touch on? In case y'all missed it, we played a clip earlier where robots. I'm sure PD people like this, not like this in terms of entertainment, but like this as in terms of what's going on. How y'all better stop complaining about, oh, you ain't gonna clean no bathrooms, because now they got machines to take those jobs. Here we go.
Somatic is an autonomous robot that has been created to do the arduous task of cleaning public toilets. It uses a VR simulation of the bathroom to show the robot where to spray and wipe chemicals. The robot will clean a restroom, then go to recharge and refill chemicals as needed, and can even open doors and ride the elevator to get around buildings.
Yeah, I'll play that one more time, y'all, because I know it was kind of fast.
Somatic is an autonomous robot that has been created to do the arduous task of cleaning public toilets. It uses a VR simulation of the bathroom to show the robot where to spray and wipe chemicals. The robot will clean a restroom, then go to recharge and refill chemicals as needed, and can even open doors and ride the elevator to get around buildings.
Yeah, y'all. So it's kind of crazy. Like, they pushing this kind of stuff to push us out of jobs. Like, they're saying there's not enough jobs, but I don't know. I mean, that's why I always say y'all got to stay ready, so y'all ain't got to get ready. That includes, having optimal health and keeping aware of what's going on around you. Listen to Nika, VS, Bless, and Brianna, and all that. I mean, it's ain't gonna help you, but only so much. So, always stay abreast of what these companies are doing and how they may be trying to push you out the damn door, which is unfortunate. So, yeah, I saw that something about an all robot at White Castle. Is that where Tim Blaine like to go and eat? Let me stop. Okay, Val's Queen says, SK, what are your thoughts on the halftime show performance? Most people hated it. Let me just say this. I thought it was pretty interesting, to be honest. I mean, it was interesting how they used the different platforms and stuff, and how they were able to synchronize and have it on point. That is very, very hard to do. Let me just tell you that, and the balance and all that other stuff. It is very, very hard to do. So I applaud them for that. But you gotta understand they had to do something that would keep you entertained because say Lord, Rihanna didn't move that much. All she did was walk and sing and then lip sing pretty much of all that. And then at the end of the show, she pulled out them earphones. It was like, ooh, that was a lot. So I mean, at the end of the day, they did a great job from a visualization standpoint on making it entertaining and engaging. I think a lot of people want a Beyonce show or something like that, or a Michael Jackson show where there's a lot of dancing and, and energy from the performer. Just be thankful and grateful that the Super Bowl has waken up and understand what is hip music and not all that other stuff that they were doing before. So I want to Usher have. Oh, that's a good idea. Usher halftime show. Mhm. No, not Brianna. Mm-mm. Brianna would have set up there and had that whole damn platform crush them dancers below. Boom! Woo, imagine Brianna on that damn platform. Child, that thing would have been swaying left, right, left, right. They'd be like, be still, Brianna. No more singing. No more singing. Don't sing Umbrella. Please don't sing Umbrella. Please, no, no. Oh Lord. All right, I'll drop the link in case anybody wants to come up and share any points of views or anything like that. Feel free to throw something live and please subscribe to the channel. I was, with the whole halftime show, I was wondering if they were going to bring out Jay-Z or, somebody, but I guess she wanted all the attention to be focused on her. So, you know, interesting. So yeah. All right, so feel free to click the link and tell us what you think. Also, if you want to, feel free to send a gesture to $ Star King Crown because this is the worst Valentine's Day ever. But yeah, so I'm just glad I got my health. It's interesting. My neighbor was driving by me, and I ain't talked to him in ages, but whatever. He drove by and I was outside. He said, "Look," he said, "if you got your health, you got everything. Because sometimes when I don't have my health, I see gray." He said, "Think about that." I said, "I know what you mean." Because I said, "When you do have your health, you see blue, you see green." He said, "Yeah, exactly. So if you got your health and your strength, stay encouraged. If you don't have your health and your strength, that don't mean to continue on the negative way that you own. Just try to stay encouraged to get better and to improve your health. God changes things, and always believe and stuff like that." So Bap says her streams went up 600% after that performance, so she knew what she was doing. Yeah, and that's why I don't know what the compensation rate now is, but before that whole Apple thing, contract happened or whatever, with the Super Bowl, those performers were not compensated because the NFL's excuse was, well, you're going to get a great increase in people buying or streaming your music, which I thought was kind of like effed up, but as Bab says, 600%. And I tried, you know what? And before the Super Bowl, I did try to listen to her playlist on YouTube. She had a couple of good tracks I didn't hear before, but she's okay. And y'all don't know this, but y'all probably do. Brianna was a failed, not oh why I keep saying Brianna. Damn. Rihanna Rihanna was a failed act before, right? They did that whole Caribbean thing and phone the replay and all that other, and that didn't go over too well. And then, they did they came back with something different, and that was more successful. So, but I think there's something going on between her and Jay-Z because she said she would never ever like do a song or an album based because of the contractual relationship they have or something where I think he takes a good majority of the money. Now she did do that song for Black Panther, but you see that she ain't really doing nothing lately. So yeah, so that's something y'all may not have known. All right, y'all. Anything else before I let y'all go? I don't think that's it. I think that's it. I don't know anything else going on. Oh, one more thing. Prayers up to the people in damn, what was that place? I don't know, somewhere in the Midwest. There was a train collision and the train was carrying toxic fumes, not fumes, gas, I don't know, toxic waste or whatever. And it obviously when it crashed, there was a big explosion, and then, like there's a big plume of smoke and everything over this town. And these people are, they fear that these people may succumb to toxic illness very soon. So keep those people in your thoughts and prayers. And if you think about it, that could be any place, basically, especially when you got these trains running through these cities and these towns and these states, you know. So prayers up to them and wish them the best. I think it might be in Michigan. I'm not sure about it. Yeah, Ohio. Thank you, JLC 87 Productions. Yeah, Ohio. So prayers up to them, and hopefully whatever they're exposed to don't mess them up for a long term. So, all right, y'all, I'm out of here. Y'all take care. Y'all be the change I want to see in the world. I'm sure they're gonna start back with the mess today. Thank God for Valentine's Day, because it was some peace in these streets over there. They're giving like educational sex lessons over there on James Caldwell panel. So they weren't fighting today. So, but I'm sure they'll be back at it tomorrow. And I think, let me just say this real quick. I think some of this court stuff has got a lot of people limiting their exposure online. If y'all noticed. Okay, let me say that one more time. So as more and more people get wrapped up in this court stuff, I think less and less of them are going to be going live as consistently as they used to. All right. Just think about that. So I'm seeing a correlation. Thank you, Detach. I appreciate you. They're never quiet, especially like in the wee hours of the morning. now it seems like everything gonna be going crazy, to be honest. I don't know. We're just in interesting times right now. We are in very, very interesting times. So with that being said, I'm going to go and try to go get some sleep and go to bed. Hopefully y'all be able to do so. But with that, I'm out of here. Y'all take care. Be the change I want to see in the world. And if you want to, feel free to send a gesture to $Sir King Crown. All right. We're gonna leave you with some Bless Watkins shaking her tail feather down at the church. All right, we out of here. Bye, y'all. Thank you once again to my wonderful Tofuans, my casual fans, alike, moderators. Thank y'all for doing a great job in the chat. What else I want to say? Hey, oh yeah, and have a great Valentine's Day. Bye, y'all. And don't let people provoke y'all to anger to the point that you regret that moment in time. Just pay them dust, and yell and scream, and you live to see another day. All right, with that said, I'm out of here. Bye, y'all.
Tofu Alley. No beef, just tofu.
That boy is good.
Take care.